I had an apocalyptic dream about 2 nights ago, and I'm not one of these people that, have these dreams, and, I'm weary of people that always say, God told me this, God told me that. If he spoke to us that much, we wouldn't even need the word, because he's, speaking to us constantly like that. Plus, when people do that, that's kind of them saying, don't argue with me, because it's not me that said it, is God. So don't question God. So, people use that to manipulate. But anyway, I had a dream and it was very realistic. Some dreams don't make any sense. 1 minute you're running down the street, next minute you're playing baseball. I mean, sometimes it doesn't make sense, but this was clear. And I was like in a downtown area, and I was looking up, and at the top floor of these buildings, it just started to be like explosions and fires of I'll say money institutions. Well, I might as well just say banks like Wells Fargo. Everywhere we looked, they were just catching a fire. And my mother was in the dream, and she was saying, well, you know what this means? Like, because we knew what was coming next, the mark of the beast. And it was just a trip. Everywhere we looked, things were being put on fire deliberately. We could tell it's deliberate because it was at the top floor of all these skyscrapers. And I was working in a skyscraper, and I was telling my mom, I was like, hey, I'm usually at the top floor too, but nothing happened to me. And she was saying too, in the dream, how we know the rapture soon because of that. So it was strange too, because it wasn't a boss that I knew in real life, but my boss in the dream, it's like he was being fired because I guess he was trying to slide under some like yellow tape to save people, and they were letting him go, and he was running in there like trying to save his job. Like, wait, I was trying to help people, and they wouldn't listen, and the news reporters were there and they wouldn't hear him out. So you see him walking out the building, his daughter runs up and he's hugging her and crying like in slow motion. It was like a movie. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. They're going to fire him for trying to save people. But it was just an eerie feeling. And like I said, I don't get these kind of dreams often. I was going to even check YouTube to see if other people were having similar dreams or the same dream. Last time I had a dream that was like kind of apocalyptic was probably about 10 years ago. I'll talk about that probably on another video. But yeah, time is winding up, man. We're getting ready to get up out of here. We're getting ready to get up out of here. Because like I said, sometimes, have you ever dreamed something and you're aware that it's a dream while you're dreaming? And then sometimes you can't tell, and I woke up and I was like, wow, that was fake. Because it felt really real. It felt like I was really in real time watching these skyscrapers at the top floor go up in flames. And I saw Wells Fargo on one of them. That's what I saw in the dream. So we got to turn to Yeshua, because he's coming to get us. Time is winding up. I hear by 2030 they want digital currency, one world government, one world religion. So y'all better wake up, and all you Christians out there waiting for things to turn around and go back to the good old days, that's not happening. This movie's got to end at some point. Y'all just want the movie to keep going. It's got to end at some point. Anyway, it's N.W.J. Thanks for watching. LSR forever, and be fearless. Yay, yay.